looking at the way this government operates and looking at how President William Ruto operates, it looks like President William Ruto operates with the mantra, give somebody poison, then follow him with milk so that he does not die. And why do I say that? Because I wonder whether Professor knows that this SHA that he is actually really celebrating, first works like a theater. It will serve one person here, it will jump like 15 people, go to the 16th person, jump like 23rd, go to the 23rd person. That is thing number one. Number two, I wonder whether he has made some little research and asked how much SHA owes the health facilities in his own county of Kisumu. Like, for example, if SHA owes 196 million to JM Karaoke Hospital in Nyandarua, is that hospital not collapsing? How will that hospital continue offering services? I wonder whether he knows that most of, especially the private and the faith-based health facilities, are no longer accepting SHA because, the payments are not being made. But now, let me come to this. None of us is opposed to development. None of us is opposed to development because first we are elected. We want development to come to our places. We want roads to be done in our places. But how comes every development that the president promises with his own mouth, it does not happen?
Prof,
for example, let me
what do you say? Hold on.
Let me just finish.
Let's go to Prof. Prof,
I'm just finishing.
I'm talking figures. I'll ask you.
You come and okay. You come in. How comes
and Jeff had not finished?
Hold on, I'll get you.
You know, the president, in essence, is supposed to be the symbol of national unity. He comes and stands at a place called Jambini, for example, and says that in 1 year, the road from Mama Mukami Kimathi, it was all over, it was live. From Mama Mukami Kimathi's place to Jambini, Jambini said, just 7 kilometers will be done in 1 year. It's now 3 years. It has not been done. He comes and says that St. Luke's water project in South Kinangop will be given 1.2 billion. Not even 1 shilling has been given. He comes and says that in honor of Mama Mukami Kimathi who is lying here, I'll give 100 million to Jambini Health Center and it will be made out of 3 hospitals. Not even 1 shilling has been given. How comes the president is so comfortable in lying? How comes he lies without ceasing? Every time, and I can go on and go on.
You heard Prof, you're firmly DCP,
Yeah. Now, let me say this. First, before I come there, before we went to the break, what I wanted to ask, when governors say that they will not come to the Senate because they are being asked for bribes, so now, between saying that they will not come to the Senate and not giving bribes, which would have been an easier thing. They would just say that we are coming to the Senate, but we shall not give you bribes. But they can't say that we are being asked for bribes, so we will not come. That's the only place that you come for oversight. Now, I am a UDA elected senator. I'm elected on the UDA ticket, who actually no longer believes in the principles of that party that I was elected in. In the days that William Ruto looked like a very brilliant person, there were days that he really looked like a very brilliant person.
What days were those?
Oh, those days that we were electing him. He looked very, very brilliant. So he was...
What changed?
That's why I'm coming. He looked brilliant. Even all of us, when he was going for debate, when he was going to many places, first he actually, ran a campaign that we have never seen.
I think he is brilliant.
No, he was brilliant. Allow me to finish, Professor. He was. First, exuding brilliance is first, he actually taught it himself all the ethnic languages of this country. He would go to Kisumu. He would come to Mount Kenya. He would go to every place. He would come to He'd go to Western Musangarire, Murimuoyo, Mami Yesu Itomi. He looked very brilliant. So one day he said that we now have a mongrel of an association. We don't know whether government is in opposition or opposition is in government. All the things that we actually spoke about when William Ruto was campaigning, he never speaks about them. And I want you to look at the pattern that William Ruto takes. A long time ago, you used to hear him, hii watu ya mama mboga, hii watu ya boda boda, tutoe hawa hapa chini, tupeleke hapa juu. You've never heard him talk about that for the last 3 years. He never speaks about mama mboga, He never speaks about Mutia Boda. Never. You can never hear it in his speech, whether it is the written speech or the speeches that he is making on the public declarations. When he was elected, his first year, he was saying that now we have actually now come up with a very good roadmap of helping the lowly in the society. We now have something that we call the Hustler Fund. Chukua simu yako, apply for Hustler Fund. For the last 2 years, you've never heard him speak about the Hustler Fund. Now he keeps metamorphosizing. He looks like a caterpillar. One day you find a caterpillar, it's a caterpillar. Tomorrow it's a butterfly. I think the next day is something. He keeps metamorphosizing. And as a person, I feel that it is very difficult for me to continue. I wonder whether at the loans of State House, and I think Professor Ojinda, you are the one who should tell me, because now those ones who are supposed to be opposition are now government. Those of us who are supposed to be government are now in opposition, because he meets William Ruto more than he meets me. He needs to tell me whether in that State House they ever look at the manifesto that we had as a party.
Okay, but
the deputy president.
Yeah. Deputy president.
Yeah. No, he stands corrected. No, he stands corrected. He stands corrected.
If you like it that way, it's okay. Threatening that he shall not allow us to go to Meru, but we shall be there. Now, let me tell you, we would campaign if we had a candidate. The reason why we have not had a candidate is because the campaigns are not yet. We shall campaign. I mean, what we are doing is first listening to the views of the people. We are elected leaders. We want to see, and as we form our manifesto, we want to hear whether we are actually wrong, whether SHA is actually working. We are the people that think this SHA is not working. Whether indeed these things that we keep saying that are not working, William Ruto's government, indeed, that is what the people are feeling.
Yeah.
I've just had Senator Ojinda proudly speaking about the way Nyanza has this number of votes, I don't know what. I was in Nyanza. Or is Kisii not in Nyanza?
Yes.
I was in Nyanza. I was there the whole time. Everybody is saying that they cannot allow. It was only that the Constitution actually binds us.
Okay.
They cannot allow one more.
Let me ask you this. You're still in UDA, right?
Yes, I'm in UDA.
So who's funding these campaigns that you're doing all over the country? Where are you getting the money from?
Now, let me ask you, Jeff, let me say, what money do we need?
We don't give people.
I mean, what money do we need?
Come on.
Good question.
No, I want to ask.
Jeff,
now let's take for example.
Rent a crowd.
Let me,
Jeff,
let me allow me to answer.
Sorry.
I've been asked. Sorry. Let me ask you.
Sorry.
I went to Kisii. I addressed like 17 meetings in Kisii. What was required of me is fuel for my car, and accommodation for myself, and accommodation for my driver. What else do I require?
And milk and bread in the car.
Maybe, I don't know. Let me tell you, the United Alternative Government was in Nyandarua on Sunday.
Yes.
I never spent a coin to mobilize anybody. In fact, if you look at the church that we went, it's just an ordinary church. Not even a carpet, not even anything. So, just an ordinary church.
So the loudspeakers just provide themselves.
No, those vehicles. They are there already.
Even an MCA can have loudspeakers.
Somebody has to pay for them.
Let me tell you. I have two vehicles. Two of my vehicles. Two Prados that I donated to my party. So they are permanently fixed with loudspeakers. What is required of those Prados is fuel to go to Kisii, fuel to go to go to Meru. By the way, let me tell you, when we were coming from Kisii, I can't remember the name of that hotel that we slept in Kisii.
Camel Park.
Camel Park. Just when we were having breakfast,